Good evening, Greenwood Bulldog fans. Cyclone Arena, Russellville, Arkansas, is the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs on the road tonight to take on Russellville Lady Cyclones. If you were with us last Friday, you saw the Farmington Cardinals come to town and kind of take us to the woodshed with an 82-62 loss. That brings us as a team. Overall, we are now 9-9, 2-1 in the conference as we take on the Russellville Lady Cyclones tonight. They come to town here in their home arena. Overall record of 6-13 with a conference record of 1-3. The Lady Cyclones have a win against Siloam Springs. They beat them 50-46 a few weeks ago when they've got their two losses there in Crawford County. A loss to Alma by 21 and then another loss to Van Buren by 15. The Cyclones are ranked number 7 out of 8 in the 5A West. In Greenwood, we are ranked 3rd out of 8 behind Farmington Cardinals and Mountain Home. Each of them are setting 1-2 with a conference record of 3-0. We head in here to Russellville Lady Cyclones. Coach Young knocking me off my game there as he hits me on the back of the head. Lady Cyclones starters, Keister, Garcia, Walls, White, and Stroud. And our normal starting 5 for Greenwood will be Ashlyn Rose, junior, number 1. Izzy Smith, number 21. She's a senior. Number 22, Pate Jones, also a senior. Number 10, Piper Pitts, senior. And number 31, Kyla Piercy. She is
your Russellville Lady Cyclones take on the Lady Bulldogs of Greenwood. Cyclone fans, thank you for your enthusiasm and support in this 2024-2025 basketball season. Your unwavering support and enthusiasm is what makes these contests truly extraordinary. We'd also like to thank our visiting team for traveling and supporting your team of student athletes. Also, a special thank you for
Journey Clements is going to come in tonight and start for us. She's typically our 5th or 6th man off the bench.
Freedom Roofing and
but looking down on the sidelines, it looks like she's going to be one of our starters. Looks like she'll be starting for
will you please stand
number 22.
For the presentation of the colors by Russellville High School Junior ROTC.
We'll take a break. I'll step away as they're going to present the colors. We'll have a moment of silence. We'll have a Pledge of Allegiance, and then we'll have the Star Spangled Banner.
And at this time, please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. As we remember and reflect on the freedoms we enjoy, please remain standing as we honor our country and the men and women who have served and sacrificed to protect it. If you will turn your attention to our flag as we hear the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, singing the Star Spangled Banner is Junior Cyclone Isaac Epperson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as the colors exit. Thank you. And now we'd like to welcome our teams to the court. First, our guest team.
Home announcer will be giving the starters out for us tonight. Again, as I want to correct our starters for tonight. I said number 1, Ashlyn Rose. She's a junior.
Number 1, Ashlyn Rose.
Piper Pitts, number 10. She's a senior.
Number 2, Journey Clements.
Journey Clements, she's getting a start tonight. And Izzy Smith,
Number 21, Izzy Smith.
she's a senior as well. She's getting her normal start, as well as number 31, Kyla Piercy. Like I said, it looks like number 22, Pate Jones, is not starting tonight. Don't know if that's just not starting or if she's not here. She may be on the bench somewhere. And then we'll find out here with the Lady Cyclones. Number 4, Kinda Keister. Number 14, McKinley Walls. Number 15, Kyra White. And number 21, Soraya Stroud. I know there's a 4th. Last name is Garcia. And based on my notes, it should be Erica, number 12. And we'll find out if that's still the case for tonight, since there's 2 Garcias.
Cyclone fans, will you please stand to your feet and make some noise?
Some stats this far through the season. We still got Pate Jones shooting 39%. Piper Pitts overall shooting 48%. Izzy Smith 53% overall. Kyla Piercy shooting 45%. And Ashlyn Rose shooting 37%. From the three-point line, Piper Pitts, she's blistering it at 33%. Izzy Smith at 32%. Keely Dolan, when we see her come in off the bench, she's been lighting it up with a 37% three-pointer percentage. And then tonight we'll see Journey Clements as she starts with a 32% three-point shot. From the free throw line, you got to hand it to the starters. Pate Jones is shooting 61% from the free throw line. Piper Pitts 80%. Izzy Smith 65%. Kyla Piercy with 84% from the line. So those starters are really tearing them up. They're blistering the cords there from the free throw line. And let's see if we can find out who the exact, if that's number 12. I think it is Garcia, which is Erica Garcia. They're getting ready to tip it off here in the middle. Looks like it's going to be Jasmine Garcia, number 5, maybe, for the Cyclones. Rose in the center to tip. Here it goes. Yep. 5, Garcia is our starter. Greenwood looking to trap. Ball's turned over, recovered back by the Cyclones. Lady Cyclones across the court pass. Tipped by Piper. She got her hand up there in the passing lane. Ball on the sideline now. Walls the inbound. Kicks it into White. Greenwood looking to trap. Triple team up on White. White turns it over. Recovered by Kyla Piercy. Kicked the ball out to Clements for 3. That's good for Clements. Her first shot of the game. Good for 3. And Greenwood's up quickly. Here comes Cyclones across the timeline. Ball's in the hand of White. White down to Garcia and off Garcia, and they say it's off of Greenwood. Down in the corner, inbounds by Walls. Greenwood in their road blues. Kyla Piercy up tough on the ball, almost got a carry. Cyclones recovered well. Back out top to Garcia. Garcia drives down to the block on the right side, lays it up and in off the glass for two.
Jasmine Garcia.
And here comes Smith. Smith got into a little bit of trouble there and turned it over. She dribbled it off her foot. It's on the baseline now. Greenwood looking to trap. Full court press. Over to the sideline. Long pass over through her. Rebound or recovered by Smith. Smith down into Rose. Rose up and off the glass for two. Greenwood causing turnovers in the full court press. Here they come again. Lady Cyclones across the timeline. White dribbled down to the block. Couldn't find it. Throws it away. Taken out of the air by Piercy. Piercy all the way left-handed. She gets bumped by Stroud. And that'll be Stroud's first.
Personal foul committed by number 21, Saraya Stroud.
No shooting foul. Ball's going to be inbounded on the baseline. Inbounded to Piercy. Piercy for three, and that's up and good for her first points of the game. Greenwood out to an 8-2 lead with 6.5 minutes left in the first period. Here comes Lady Cyclones. Long pass down under the basket, out of bounds, just out of the reach of Garcia. Pitts the inbounds. Here comes Smith. Smith got point guard duties as she's in the middle of the court. Drives right side down to the block, up and off the glass, and she's fouled. And she's going to be fouled by number 5, Garcia, and she'll pick up her first foul of the game. And we've got two shots now for Piper Pitts. First one's up and nope.
At the free throw line for the Lady Bulldogs,
That's Izzy Smith with her first point of the game from the free throw line. 9-2, Greenwood. Second shot up and good. As expected, as she's a high percentage free throw shooter. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. They're trying to trap them there on the side. Spin pass tried by Garcia, and she throws it off of Greenwood. She got in trouble, tried to just spin around and throw it off of anybody that was close. Inbound again by Lady Cyclones over to Garcia. She's getting harassed by Kylie Piercy. She's doing a good job of defense. Now back over to Walls. Pitts got in the passing lane, got her hand on it. Back over to the Lady Cyclones. That was a miss by Stroud. Here comes Greenwood. Ball in the hand of Kylie Piercy. She drives down to the block, and she's fouled as she goes up for a shot there in the lane.
second personal foul by number 21, Saraya Stroud.
And that second foul on Stroud. First shot up for Piercy. And that rolls around, gets a little shooter roll right off the front of the iron. Nice little job by Kyla. We've got some substitutes for the Lady Cyclones. Young came in, and Garner for the Lady Cyclones are now, and the second one's up and good for Piercy. Inbound by Lady Cyclones. Long pass up toward the timeline, and that's tied up by Smith. And the possession arrow is going to go to Greenwood. They'll be on the side right in front of the scorer's table. Piper Pitts the inbound to Smith. Smith's driving hard down the middle of the lane, up and off the back of the glass, and rolls in, good for two.
2-point basket made by Izzy Smith. Timeout. Ladies Cyclones.
Izzy Smith picks up her fourth point of the first period of the game, and it's 13-2. 5 minutes, 32 seconds left. We've got a timeout. It's a full timeout. We're going to stay here. See if we can talk our way through it. Again, if you missed it in the very beginning, Russellville Lady Cyclones come in with a 6-13 overall win-loss record. Conference records 1-3. They've been knocked off by Alma and Van Buren, and they got a win over the Siloam Springs. Greenwood girls starting off this week, currently ranked 3rd in the 5A West behind Farmington and Mountain Home. Farmington came to town last week and gave us our first loss, but right now Farmington and Mountain Home are sitting there at the top 1 and 2 spots with a 3-0 conference record. So it's going to be a battle all the way to the end of the conference season. You can count on it, and more than likely it's going to be those 3 teams, Greenwood, Farmington, and Mountain Home, fighting down to the very end of the conference. Farmington's that new team that joined us. They moved up from the 4A this year. So ball just got inbounded, knocked down under the basket by Piercy. Young for the Lady Cyclones on the baseline. Inbounded to Walls. Walls tried to go full court pass, got it knocked down by Greenwood. There's a assist by Smith over to Piercy, and Piercy picks up another 2 points. Piercy with 7 points here in the first period. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Cross-court pass over to the block. And that was Keister that went up. And
by number 2, Jerry Clements, her first.
Clements is going to pick up her first foul of the night. First shot up.
And to the line for the Lady Cyclones, number 4,
and good by Keister. Kana Keister at the line shooting.
Back to the game is Jasmine Garcia.
Garcia comes back into the game for the Lady Cyclones, and here's Keister's second shot from the free throw line. It's up and good. 4-16. Here comes the Lady Bulldogs. Long pass in the left-hand side corner. Drives them by Pitt. She kicks it to Piercy. Piercy kicks it back up top to Smith. Smith good for 3. 3 from the top of the key. Greenwood up 19-4 now. Long pass knocked away by Smith. Back to the Lady Cyclones. Cyclones get it down to Garcia down in the lane. She shoots it, misses it. Got a hand on the shot by Rose. Piercy recovered, and she gets pushed and knocked down. And that foul is on number 5, Garcia, and that's her second. Inbound by Smith. Smith into Kyla Piercy. Piercy's going to walk it across the timeline. She's looking to drive, left hand, up and off the back of the iron. Rebounded back in by Piercy, and she gets a nice little layup inside the lane for 2.
2-point basket made by
Inbound by the Lady Cyclones. They're trying to break the press. Piercy steals it. Now there's a fight for the ball as it's loose on the floor. And we've got a jump ball called, and that possession arrow is going to go to the Lady Cyclones. Cyclones inbound right in front of the scorer's table. Inbound by Garner. Garner into Garcia. Greenwood pressing, trying to trap. Back over to Garner. Garner's trapped, picked up her dribble. She recovers, gets out to Walls. Walls went baseline, kicked it over in the corner. That shot's up, no good for 3 by Keister. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to be Greenwood ball as Rose will inbound on the baseline, and here comes Smith. Smith on the right side looking to go down to the right block, kicks it over to the right-hand corner to Clements. Clements dribbles to the top, back over to Smith. Smith at top of the key. She drives left-handed, kicks it over to Pitts. Pitts for 3, no good. Rebound Piercy. Piercy goes in the lane, down the block, right-handed layup, kind of underhanded layup, and she gets fouled. And she's going to go to the line to shoot 2, and that foul is on number 3, Garner. Her first foul of the night. First one's up and good for Piercy.
number 3, her first, team 5th of the first period.
Second shot for Piercy. It's up and good. Piercy's causing lots of
Number
damage.
20, Aubrey Farr into the game for the Lady Cyclones.
11 points here in the first period with 3 minutes and 48 seconds. 23-4, Greenwood's up. Greenwood trying to trap. And we got a call from a cross-court official, and he says
Personal foul committed by number 21, Izzy Smith.
21.
Team second.
Izzy Smith picks up her first foul. Call from across the court, even though there was another guy standing right in front of it about 6 feet. Lady Cyclones, ball's over on the right-hand side to Garner. Garner for three, off the side of the iron, no good. Bounced high, rebounded Lady Cyclones. Fight for the ball on the ground, kicks it back out to White. White up top to Garner. Garner passes to Garcia. She drove into the lane and was fouled on the floor by Piercy.
Foul committed by number 31.
And she's going to pick up her first foul of the game. 23-4, 3 minutes, 26 seconds left here in the first period. Inbound from the side by number 20 is Aubrey Fair. Number 20, I'm going to call her Farr, F-A-R-R. Ball batted down, back over to the top of the key to Garcia for the Lady Cyclones. She drives left-hand side of the lane, gets it knocked away as she went up for a shot. Here comes Smith. Smith dishes it over to Piercy for the assist. Piercy gets a nice little shot, 2-foot shot off the glass, and it's good for two. Cross-court pass by the Lady Cyclones over to Garcia. Garcia drives, trips and falls as she drove into the lane. No call on that. Another shot from three by Garner. Garner missed that shot. Here comes Greenwood. Ball into Piper Pitts. She rolls off the iron. No good. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Ball in the hand of Garner. She gets it back to Garcia. Garcia's letting everybody settle down. Now she's picked up her dribble. She's in trouble. Gets it over to Garner. Garner cross court over to Keister. Now back over to Garner. Garner for three. No good. Rebound Rose. Here comes Greenwood. Ball in the hand of Smith. Smith at the top of the key. Gets control. Rose starts to walk through. Kicks it back over to Kyla Piercy. Off the side of the iron for three. No good. Ball rolls back on out of bounds. Lady Cyclones inbounding by Farr. Lady Cyclones walking it up to the half court in the hands of Garcia. Garcia picks up her dribble. She's in trouble now. Clements was all over. Bad pass. Stolen by Piercy. She gets a nice little layup there in the lane. Minute 50 seconds left in the first period. Here comes Garcia for the Lady Cyclones. She drives, gets a pass way down deep into the lane to Garner. Garner mishandled it. She managed to recover. She got it over to the corner to Keister. Keister foul on the looks like a foul on the floor. And that's going to be on Izzy Smith, and that's her second foul. And Haley Fox is going to check in now for Izzy Smith. She'll sit down with two fouls. Haley Fox, number 13. Everybody finding their person as we're going to start off this inbounds in man-to-man. Ball inbounded by the Lady Cyclones. Ball picked up by Piercy. Now we're trapping over in the left-hand side. Back up top to Keister. Keister takes a three-pointer. Rolls it around. No good. Rebounded by Clements. Clements over to Rose. Rose advances it down to Piercy. Piercy's going to drive the lane. And she is fouled as she went down the center of the lane. And that foul is going to be on Garcia.
Personal foul committed by number 5.
Number 5, and that's her third personal foul of the night. Piercy's at the line shooting 2, and that first one's up and good. Piercy is shooting well right now, 100% from the free throw line. Second shot, up and good. And she's made 6 free throws in a row now. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Ball in the hand of White. White over to Garcia. Oh, that's Garner. Back at the hands of Garner. Now Walls with the ball. Right-hand side. She drives toward the corner. They pick her up. Bad pass, knocked away by Piercy. She couldn't quite get her hand on it. Now kick back over to Keister for three. Up and good. 3 points for Keister. That's 5 for her for the game. She's leading the Lady Cyclones in total team points. 29-7. 40 seconds left in the game. Piercy drives left-hand side, pulls up for about an 8-footer, rolls around, no good. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. They break the half-court timeline. Ball in the right-hand corner now to White. White sees a streak. Number 20, Fair, down the. She was cutting, making a break down the lane. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Greenwood, though, did her a favor and knocked it out of her hands. Now it's Lady Cyclones on the baseline. Pass out to the top of the key for three. Garner missed that shot. Here comes Lady Cyclones, got the rebound. Rose tried to tie that up, and they called her for a reach-in foul. 29-7, 21 seconds left here in the first period.
And at the line for the Lady Cyclones is Aubrey Farr.
And at the line now is number 20, Farr. And she missed both of her free throw attempts. And looks like we may have a lane violation, so we're going to come back and shoot that last one more time. Both teams were in the bonus here in the last few seconds. Farr going to reshoot. And that shot's up and off the front of the iron. Here comes Greenwood. Pitts with the ball. She crosses half court. Goes to the left-hand side to Fox. Fox dribbles in right-handed into the lane. Up and good for two. Nice little 5-foot shot there inside the lane. Less than 10 seconds left. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Bad pass cross court. Stolen by Fox. She drives in for the layup at the buzzer at the end of the first. And she picks up her second bucket of the first period as Greenwood's in the lead now, 33-7. And we are at the end of the first period here in Russellville, Arkansas, at the Cyclone Arena. I think we're going to step away real quick. This is Bulldog basketball.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Shelter Agent Jason Hill in Greenwood and ask about Shelter's competitive rates.
I'm Josh with Vision Exteriors. If you're concerned about the storms over the last couple years and the effects they've had on your roof, or the endless maintenance on your siding, or the energy efficiency on your windows, just give us a call or go online, schedule an appointment, and we'll be out there.
And we're back. Russellville, Arkansas, Cyclone Arena. Big first period for the Bulldogs with 33 points. High score for the first period is number 31, junior Kyla Piercy, and she's rattled off 17 points here in the first period. Here we go. Dolan is in now for Greenwood, number 4. Ball in the hands of Fox. Fox in the rows. Dolan with his cut across the lane. Couldn't get back up to get a shot off. Ball in the hand of Piercy. Bounced it off the foot of the Cyclone girl. Still fighting for it. Controlled by Greenwood. Still over there fighting for it. Everybody's in the pile up. Now the Lady Cyclone comes out and she gets fouled. Number 15, White. And let's see who was the closest. Greenwood. Number 2, Journey Clements. There's a lot of action there. Ball has kept going in the wrong direction, and that ball rattles around for White. And she picks up her first points of the game. Second shot up and good. She's got a nice touch there from the free throw line. Here comes Kyla Piercy. She kicks it over the right to Clements. Clements misses a three from the corner. Rebounded Greenwood. Lost control. Now back in the hands of Lady Cyclones, and here comes Garner. Garner over in the corner to Walls for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Fox. Here comes Fox. Left-hand side of the lane. Pulls it up top of the key. Over to Journey Clements for three, and it's good from three. Journey Clements. That's her second three-pointer of the game. 6 points now for her. And that foul is called on number 14. That's her first personal foul. Kyra White. McKinley Walls, number 14, picks up her first foul. Rolls around there, no good for Clements. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Ball in the hand of Garner. Back up to far down, to Keister. That was Keister in the lane. She lost control. Piercy with the steal. Up and in. Nice little layup for Piercy.
2-point basket made.
Her first 2 points of the second period. 38-9. Just over 6.5 minutes to play. Garner with the ball. Kicks it over to White. White back to Garner. Garner looking in the corner to Keister. Wasn't there. Down inside the lane to Forrest. She cut across. She lost control as she tried to dribble. Ball knocked away by Greenwood, and here comes Greenwood. Cross court over to Piercy for three. Good for Piercy.
3-point basket made by Kyla Piercy.
Piercy gets her second three-pointer. Stolen away by Piercy. Piercy's going to go in for a nice little underhanded layup. Good for two. And an and one foul with a push. And that foul is going to be on Garner, and she's going to pick up her second foul as Piper Pitts comes back in, going to give Journey Clements a little break. And we've got another sub coming in off the bench for Greenwood. And that's going to be Trinity Spicer Jr. See her coming in off the bench here, getting an opportunity to pick up some minutes. And that first and one free throw was good for Piercy. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. 44-9. Greenwood ahead. Number 21's in for the Lady Cyclones. Shot up by White. And it's good for three. And Soraya Stroud now in for the Cyclones. Ball up. Missed shot. Rebounded by Dolan. Dolan did a good job of getting her position. Ball in the middle now with Smith. She kicks it right over to Spicer. Spicer picks up a 2-point basket coming in off the bench. Quick scoring for Spicer. Ball in the hand of the Lady Cyclones as they cross the half-court line. Now into Stroud. Stroud over in the corner to Keister. She saves it. Right-hand corner now to White. White up for three. No good. Rebounds. Gets her own rebound, and she gets a 2-point shot there. Right there in the lane. Nice little 3-footer for the Lady Cyclones. Here comes Greenwood. Smith trying to get out of trouble. She dribbles around. Kicks it up to Dolan. Dolan gets called for a travel. 46-14. Greenwood ahead. Just under 5 minutes left in the half. Smith ready to pick up the ball at the half-court stripe. Here comes Garner. Garner got a little zigzag dribble. She gets it back over to White. White down in the corner to Stroud. Stroud thought about a three. Dribbled inside the three-point line. Took a shot. Missed. Here comes Greenwood. Rebounded by Pitts. Pitts back over to Smith. Over in the corner to Dolan, number 4. Just inside the three-point line. No good. Off the front of the iron. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. White passes cross court over to Garner. Garner back cross court over to Stroud. Now it's in the hands of Keister. She takes the three-pointer. Just quite couldn't get it there, and it bounces on, goes out of bounds under the basket. Here comes Greenwood. Smith at the half-court line, letting everybody get in position. Pitts is coming up, high post. Ball got her hand on by the Lady Cyclones. Fox tried to get control of it, and it bounced off of the Lady Cyclone, goes out of bounds right in front of the Lady Cyclone bench. Spicer to inbound. She gives it into Smith. Smith, top of the key, back to Spicer. Spicer gets bumped, no call. Another bump, no call on the shot. Back to Smith. Smith back to Spicer. She misses that three. Here comes the Cyclones. And that's going to be a foul on Fox as she was playing a tight defense down the sideline. 46-14.
Hallie Fox, her first personal.
Greenwood up by 32. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Ball outside the three-point perimeter, and we're in the corner to Keister. Keister cross-court pass to Stroud for three, and it's up and good.
Sabrina Stroud for three.
Here comes Greenwood at the half-court mark. Over to Spicer. Spiker back to Smith. Smith's going to drive in the lane. Kicks it on to the right to Dolan. Dolan bounces around. Can't quite get it to go in. Rebound Cyclones. Garner with the ball. She tries an inlet pass down into, that's number 25. That's Ely. Amaya Ely. In for the Lady Cyclones. Pass into the lane to Ely. She misses that two-point shot there in the lane off the inbounds play. Here comes Pitts. Pitts kicks it over to Smith. Smith for three, no good as it rolls around. Couldn't quite get that one to go. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the second half.
Timeouts, Lady
And
Cyclones.
we've got a timeout for the Lady Cyclones. Nobody seems to know if it's a full or a 30, and it's a 30-second timeout. We will hang around here. Greenwood getting a lot of girls some playing time that aren't normally in the game, as we've seen Dolan, Fox, and Spicer get some time off the bench. Spicer's picked up 2 points here in the second period right off the bat as she came in. Dolan's had some good shots. Fox, she got some time in there in the first period. She's sitting on 4 points for the first half. Piercy's still shooting lights out, and she's taken 4 shots, made all 4 of them as she started into the first period with 17 points. And now she's sitting on 25 points for the game as the Lady Cyclones get ready to inbound. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Garner, she gets to the half-court line, left-handed, trying to dribble, this little spin dribble. Kicks it back over to Stroud as Greenwood got their hand up in it as Fox knocked it out of the air. Over to Spicer on the far right-hand side. Down inside to Dolan. Dolan quite couldn't keep her hand on it. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Down into the lane to Ely. Ely takes 2 shots, gets her own rebound. And she's going to be called for a foul on Dolan.
Dolan's number 4, Keith Dolan.
She's going to pick up her first of the night. Lady Cyclones under their own basket. Garnered inbound. Knocked away by Smith. Here comes Smith and Fox. Smith with the left-handed layup.
Basket made by Izzy Smith.
Fox with the assist. Izzy Smith playing tough defense as they try to cross the half-court line. High pass. Keister recovers. Back down into Stroud. Stroud tried to go down to Ely down in the lane. Couldn't quite come up with it. Greenwood gets the steal. Here comes Greenwood down in the lane. Shot up by Smith. No good.
Personal foul committed by Sabrina Stroud.
And Stroud's going to pick up her third
Team
foul
third of the second period.
on Pitts. And Pitts is going to get to go to the line. She couldn't get her shot to go, and that first one is up.
At the line for the Lady Bulldogs, number 10.
And
Piper
good.
Pitts.
That's Piper's first points here of the game. 49-17 Lady Bulldogs.
Lady Cyclones,
as
number 0, Morgan Young.
Mackenzie Young. Morgan Young's going to check in. Second shot up ain't good for Pitts. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Minute 39. Right at the half court, picked up her dribble. She's in trouble. Garner back over to Young. Down inside to Ely. Ely had set up a good position there in the lane. She's fouled.
Foul committed by number 12.
So she'll go to the line.
First personal, team fourth.
To shoot two.
At the line, shooting for the Lady Cyclones.
That's
Number 25.
Ely, number 25. Ely with her first bucket from the free throw line tonight. Second shot, it's up and good. She's got 2 points now in the game. Inbound to Dolan. Back up to Pitts. Pitts crossover to Spicer. Spicer sees Smith for three. It rolls around, no good. Rebound Lady Cyclones. They're across the timeline. Ball into Young. Young goes over to White, who got it down to Keister down in the corner. Keister didn't look at. She was heavily defended by Fox. Inbound to Young. Young's in trouble. She picked up her dribble. Back down in the right-hand corner to Keister for three. No good. Rebounded by Ely. Looks like that foul's on the floor as Izzy Smith's going to pick up her third of the night.
Committed by number 21, Izzy Smith.
And that wasn't something she wanted to do with just under a minute left. As Greenwood's ahead 50-19. And Ely gets her third points of the game. And we've got a substitution as looks like Piercy's back in the game. 21-50, Bulldogs ahead. Piercy with the ball, kicks it over in the corner to Pitts for three, up and off the back mark. Rebound Lady Cyclones. Across the half court. Greenwood playing still tough defense. Full court press, man-to-man. Here comes Piercy. Drives the left-hand side. Dishes it inside to Fox. Fox couldn't quite keep her hand on it, but it's knocked out by the Lady Cyclones. Ball on the far side, inbounded by Pitts. Long shot by Spicer. It bounces off the iron. No good. That was a deep downtown shot by Spicer. Not afraid to shoot it deep. She had the distance, just couldn't quite get it to go. Here comes the Lady Cyclones as Garner crosses half court. Kicks it down, back, tried to get behind the defense. Greenwood steals it. Ball's in the hand of Spicer again. She drives right hand down to the block, and she goes up, and she gets fouled by number
Personal foul committed by number 3, Chloe Garner. Her third
number
personal.
3. Garner picks up her third personal foul tonight. And that sends Spicer to the line for her first attempt at a free throw tonight. And it's up and good. That's 3 points for Spicer. 13 seconds left in the half. 51-21. 30-point lead for Greenwood Lady Bulldogs. Second shot by Spicer, and it's up and good as well. Here come the Lady Cyclones up to Keister. Keister's double team, still got her dribble, picks it up, now she's in trouble, kicks it back out to Garner. Garner couldn't handle it, stolen away by Piercy. Piercy drives in, right-handed layup, couldn't quite get it to go, and that's the end of our first half. Greenwood 52, Cyclones 21. We'll come back here in a little bit, and I'll have some first half stats, scoring stats. This is Bulldog basketball.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With over 30 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
At Laster Eye Center, we focus on more than your vision. We focus on your experience with the most modern eye exams and procedures for the entire family in one convenient location. We focus on how you feel, diagnosing and treating a whole range of vision conditions and eye disease. We focus on what you care about, finding the right combinations of frames and lenses so nothing prevents you from living your best life. Laster Eye Center, we focus on more than your vision. You'll see.
I'm not real popular with the insurance companies because I see the mayhem they cause every day by holding your hard-earned money in their good hands. But it's your money. I don't go with the flow, and I don't believe their bullshit. They only wish they could stop me, and the last thing they want is for you to have my number in your phone, because I'll give them mayhem. I'm Phil Votaw. You never met a lawyer like me.
How long have they been in business?
100 years.
100 years? That's nothing. We've been standing here almost that long. Why are we here again?
I'm trying to get one of those Farmers Bank ATV loans.
An ATV loan? You mean we've been posing all this time so you can get an ATV loan?
You know, you don't have to be a farmer to bank at Farmers. Farmers Bank is celebrating 115 years of serving the financial needs of everyone in the River Valley. And Farmers.
Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC in Charleston are unloading every week. To see what is arriving next, you can visit hugm.com, HUGGM.com. The Hug family has made car buying an enjoyable experience for over 80 years in their spacious showroom in Charleston. Don't pay too much on your next vehicle. See the Hug team where you don't pay extra dock or prep fees. Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC on Main Street in Charleston. Hometown sales and service since 1937.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Shelter Agent Jason Hill in Greenwood and ask about Shelter's competitive rates.
Right now at Randall Ford, we have huge selection of slightly used vehicles. No matter what you are looking for, we have it. Hondas, Chevys, GMCs, Fords. At Randall Ford, we have what you want at the budget you can afford. 0 down, 0% interest, plus deferred payments for 90 days. Need some extra cash? We will buy your vehicle, whatever you have. Plus, we will pay top dollar. Stop in today. Randall Ford, 5500 Rogers Avenue, or online 24/7 at randallford.com. The 4th oldest Ford dealer in America.
I'm Josh with Vision Exteriors. If you're concerned about the storms over the last couple years and the effects they've had on your roof, or the endless maintenance on your siding, or the energy efficiency on your windows, just give us a call or go online, schedule an appointment, and we'll be out there.
At Laster Eye Center, we focus on more than your vision. We focus on your experience with the most modern eye exams and procedures for the entire family in one convenient location. We focus on how you feel, diagnosing and treating a whole range of vision conditions and eye disease. We focus on what you care about, finding the right combinations of frames and lenses so nothing prevents you from living your best life. Laster Eye Center, we focus on more than your vision. You'll see.
I'm not real popular with the insurance companies because I see the mayhem they cause every day by holding your hard-earned money in their good hands. But it's your money. I don't go with the flow, and I don't believe their bullshit. They only wish they could stop me, and the last thing they want is for you to have my number in your phone, because I'll give them mayhem. I'm Phil Votaw. You never met a lawyer like me.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With over 30 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
I'm not real popular with the insurance companies because I see the mayhem they cause every day by holding your hard-earned money in their good hands. But it's your money. I don't go with the flow, and I don't believe their bullshit. They only wish they could stop me, and the last thing they want is for you to have my number in your phone, because I'll give them mayhem. I'm Phil Votaw. You never met a lawyer like me.
I'm Josh with Vision Exteriors. If you're concerned about the storms over the last couple years and the effects they've had on your roof, or the endless maintenance on your siding, or the energy efficiency on your windows, just give us a call or go online, schedule an appointment, and we'll be out there.
At Laster Eye Center, we focus on more than your vision. We focus on your experience with the most modern eye exams and procedures for the entire family in one convenient location. We focus on how you feel, diagnosing and treating a whole range of vision conditions and eye disease. We focus on what you care about, finding the right combinations of frames and lenses so nothing prevents you from living your best life. Laster Eye Center, we focus on more than your vision. You'll see.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Shelter Agent Jason Hill in Greenwood and ask about Shelter's competitive rates.
Welcome back, Greenwood Bulldog fans. Cyclone Arena down here in Russellville. We made the trip down I-40 today for the Lady Bulldogs to take on the Russellville Lady Cyclones. Some quick scores. We'll see how good I was at keeping track of everything. Kyla Piercy is leading the team with 25 as she has had a spectacular first half, shooting 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, just as way of information, next Tuesday's home
24
game
points for
has been moved
Kyla
to
Piercy as
Monday.
I'm corrected from my backup, Mr. Sean Holland, getting my attention. That still doesn't take away anything from Miss Piercy, as she's definitely been the lead scorer tonight. And as much as I hate to say it, shooting still looks like 100% from the free throw line. So hopefully that's not the announcer jinx here as we go into the third period.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight.
Izzy Smith got 9. Piper Pitts sitting on 2 points. If you're joining us late, Miss Pate Jones is not able to play tonight. Don't have a whole story on that. May have no telling what. But in the meantime, Journey Clements, she's picked up the slack. She's sitting on 6 points tonight. And then we've seen some girls come in off the bench earlier in the game than normal, which is always good to see, as we've seen Keely Dolan come in, and she's picked up, had an opportunity as a senior to get some quality minutes here. Haley Fox, she's had an opportunity to play. She's a sophomore, so any type of time off the bench she can get is very beneficial, and she's sitting on 6 points tonight as well. I need to put that down. And who came off the bench as well? Number 12, Trinity Spicer, junior. She's got 4 points off the bench. So a good game for the Lady Bulldogs, especially coming off of a tough loss last Friday against Farmington Cardinals. I don't know that, I think we all knew it was going to be a tough game, but Farmington came in. They did not take any prisoners at all, as they were hot off the bench from start to finish. So we'll see what happens here in the second half. Got a feeling that Coach Castleman's got an opportunity to play a lot of his bench players, some girls that we don't get to see every week, get some quality playing time here in the second half as we get ready to start with the Lady Cyclones. 52-21. Greenwood with a commanding lead. It's been bigger than that. The Cyclones came back in, and number 25, Ely, came in off the bench, Amaya Ely, and she gave them a little spark there in the latter part of the second period. So Cyclones will inbound off the side, far side, across from the scorer's table, and here comes the Lady Cyclones as it's inbounded to Garcia and back down toward the corner, thrown away by Garner. She had a high pass that was hard to handle. Back to the right corner to Garner for three, no good. Rebound by Rose. Rose gets the ball knocked away. Fight for it on the floor, and that's recovered by the Lady Cyclones, and it's now in the hands of Young. Young tried to get it down inside. It was knocked away by Rose. And here comes Smith. Smith to a cutting Piercy as she goes across the lane. Underhanded layup for two. She starts off strong here in the third period. Cyclones with the ball. Dribbler pass over to Garner. Garner, long pass over to Young in the left side corner. Kicks it back to Garcia for three. And she gets her first three-pointer of the game. Here comes Smith. Smith's got Pitts on her right. Pitts cuts back across, top of the key. She looks over in the left corner, nobody there. Back to Smith. Smith down to Piercy as she gets bumped, lost control, turnover. Down in the hands of the Lady Cyclones. Garner with the ball. She kicked it down inside to the lane. Couldn't handle it. Kicked it back out now to Young. Young for three. As the Cyclones come out a little hot from the three-point line. That's two shots for three for the Cyclones here in the second half. Ball in the hands of Smith. Cross-court pass to Clements from the left-hand corner. Couldn't get it to go. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Ball over to Keister. Keister drove right-hand side. Kicks it back out to White. We got a hand on it. Knocked it out. Ball recovered by Pitts. Smith with the ball. Kicks it over to Piercy, right-hand side. Started to take a three. Changed her mind over to Rose. Back up top to Pitts. Now to Smith. Smith sidesteps down toward the block on the right-hand side. Turns around, comes out. 15 seconds on the shot clock. This may be the longest we've ever been in a shot clock tonight. 10 seconds left now on the shot clock. Ball in the hand of Smith. Down to Piercy in the lane. She goes right-hand to the block. Up and in for two. Little underhanded layup. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Garcia with the ball. She tries to pass back left to Garner, and there's a kick call. And it'll be the Lady Cyclones on the sideline to Garner. She inbounds to go to Garcia. Garcia top of the key, back to Garner. Down the corner to Young. Young back to Garner. Garner throws it off of Smith. As she was in trouble after picking up her dribble right there on the sideline in front of the Lady Cyclone bench. Inbound by Lady Cyclones. She took a few steps. We're not supposed to do that. Shot up three by Garner. And that's three-pointers in a row for the Lady Cyclones as it's 56-30. Just right at 5 minutes left here. Ball's inside the lane to Piercy. Piercy drives the lane. Right-handed, underhanded layup. No good. Rebounded by Piercy, and she's fouled on the second attempt after following up her second her rebound. And that foul is going to be on, if I can see, on White. That's her first personal foul, and Piercy's going to be at the line. Lady Cyclones got three players playing with three fouls. Garcia, White, Garcia, Stroud, and Garner. Piercy's second shot. It bounces around, no good. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Top of the keys. Garcia tried to drive in the lane. She called for a travel. She took a couple of steps there in between two defenders as they squeezed down onto her. Here comes Greenwood. Smith with the ball. Up top, high post to Rose. Back down in the left-hand corner to Clements. Back up to Pitts. Down the hand to Smith. Smith to Piercy for three. She gets the fake up, and she's good for three. Piercy got a defender up in the air, took a sidestep dribble, knocked down the shot for 3 points. Here comes the Lady Cyclones, down by 30, 60-30. Shot from the corner by Keister. First three-pointer for them to miss here in the second half. Rebounded by Smith. Ball over in the left-hand side to Clements. Clements for three, no good. Piercy tried for the rebound. Couldn't quite get her hand on it to swat it away. Lady Cyclones down in the right-hand corner to Keister. Keister back up to Garner. Garner over to Young. Young gets it down into Garcia. She drives in the lane. Right hand swatted away by Piercy. Up and in layup for Smith as Piercy handed the ball off.
By number 21, Izzy Smith.
And Izzy Smith's got her first two of the second half. Ball knocked away by Clements on the far side. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Ball into the high post. Shot up by Garner. Bounces around, no good. Here comes Kyla Piercy across the timeline for the Bulldogs. Into the lane. Shot up, kind of rolled off her hand. She got bumped, no call. Here comes the Lady Cyclones into the lane. Got behind the defense, and Garcia is going to pick up her 5th point of the second half. Here's Smith. Smith over to Pitts. Pitts lobs it into the right-hand corner to Rose for three. Cyclones got their hand on it. Interfered. There was a shot there by Pitts. Pitts missed. Rebound. Kick back out to Pitts. Cross court to Clements. Clements for three from the far side corner. Good. 3 points there for Clements. First points of the second half for Journey Clements. Number 2, and there's a full timeout, looks like, called by the Lady Cyclones. And we're going to take that time with them. This is Bulldog basketball.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Shelter Agent Jason Hill in Greenwood and ask about Shelter's competitive rates.
I'm Josh with Vision Exteriors. If you're concerned about the storms over the last couple years and the effects they've had on your roof, or the endless maintenance on your siding, or the energy efficiency on your windows, just give us a call or go online, schedule an appointment, and we'll be out there.
And we're back, Greenwood Bulldog fans. Lady Bulldogs down in Russellville, Arkansas tonight, taking on the Russellville Lady Cyclones. 65-32, Greenwood up 2.5 minutes here in the third period with a nice 33-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Inbound by the Cyclones off the side. Ball in the hand of Garcia. She's looking to try to find a cutter. Nobody's moving for her, and she makes a pass over to Walls, and Walls couldn't quite hang on to it, and that ball goes out of bounds on the far side. Inbound by Pitts. She throws it into Smith. Smith across the timeline over to Piercy. Piercy drives top of the key, kicks it back to Smith. Smith thinks about a three. Back down to Clements. Clements has that ball swatted away as she went up for a two just outside the lane. Little 8-footer. And the Lady Cyclones came in behind her and knocked it out. Drive in by Piercy. And there was a foul. It's like a blocking foul. And that's going to be on number 14.
Personal foul committed by number 14, McKinley Walls.
That's on Walls. That's her second. Piercy for three, no good. Rebounded by Rose. She can't quite get it to go. Rebounded by the Cyclones. Top of the key. Back over to Walls. Balls kicks it down inside to Garcia. She fights, couldn't get it, kicks it back outside to Keister. And Keister knocks down a three, her second three of the game, 65-35, Lady Bulldogs. And swatted away again by Keister as Greenwood was trying to get that pass over into the left-hand side to Pitts. Pitts to inbound. She'll throw it into Smith. Back to Pitts. She goes back to Smith, kicks it to the right to Piercy. Piercy, top of the key. Two people come out to get on her. Smith with the ball, drives in the lane, passes it to the left side over to Journey Clements, and she could not get control of that pass
Back into the
as
game
it
for the Lady
careens off her
Cyclones,
hand.
number 21, Soraya Stroud.
Stroud now coming in for the Lady Cyclones. Cyclones across half court, 65-35. Knocked away by Piercy as it goes out of bounds. Greenwood still playing their tough defense. In more of a 2-3 zone right now. Ball down on the inside block, left-hand side, missed by White. Here comes Greenwood, ball in the hand of Piercy, top of the key. She's going to drive right side, kicks it over to Smith in the right-hand corner, just off the mark for that three, rebounding Cyclones. Cyclones couldn't quite handle it as they kicked it over to the right side to Keister, and it goes through her hands and out of bounds. Just under a minute left here in the third period, 65-35, 30-point lead for Greenwood. Here's Smith over to Piercy. Piercy drives, pulls the defense, kicks it over to Smith. Smith's good for three. Three-point basket for Izzy Smith. She picks up her first three-pointer of the second half. That's 2 threes for her for the game. Garner with the ball. Lady Cyclones back now to White. White back into Garner. She's on the free throw line extended. Takes a little 10-footer, no good. Rebounded Greenwood. Here comes the Lady Bulldogs. Rose with the ball. Cross-court pass over to Smith. Down inside to Piercy. What an assist. As Piercy picks up a nice, easy shot inside the lane off of a bounce. Quick pass by Smith as she picked up the cross-court pass from Rose. Girls working together good tonight. Cyclones with the ball. Greenwood got their hand on it as Stroud tried to get a three right there at the end of the third. 70 Greenwood, 35 Lady Cyclones. Lady Bulldogs have come in on the second half, ready to go. This is our time in between third and fourth period. We'll take a break. This is Bulldog basketball.
How long have they been in business?
100 years.
100 years? That's nothing. We've been standing here almost that long. Why are we here again?
I'm trying to get one of those Farmers Bank ATV loans.
An ATV loan? You mean we've been posing all this time so you can get an ATV loan?
You know, you don't have to be a farmer to bank at Farmers. Farmers Bank is celebrating 115 years of serving the financial needs of everyone in the River Valley. And farmers.
I'm Josh with Vision Exteriors. If you're concerned about the storms over the last couple years and the effects they've had on your roof, or the endless maintenance on your siding, or the energy efficiency on your windows, just give us a call or go online, schedule an appointment, and we'll be out there.
Welcome back, Greenwood Bulldog fans. Lady Bulldogs playing the Lady Cyclones here at Cyclone Arena, Russellville, Arkansas. Lady Bulldogs have gotten out to a lead from the get-go, and they are hanging on to that. We've got several new faces here. Fox is in here, inbound by Zuris, number 15. And I'll try to get everybody's in here as quickly as I can. Looks like Catherine Taylor, number 24, she's in. Here comes the Cyclones.
Basket made by Trippy Spicer.
Spicer with that 2-point shot to start off the fourth period. Here comes Taylor. Taylor down to, there's a foul called. as Haley Fox was going up for a layup, and she got pushed. And she's pushed by number 15, White.
Her second personal.
So we got Taylor in. We've got number 4, Dolan in. Taylor's 24. Now shooting Fox. She's got a free throw shot up and good. Zuris is in. She's number 15. I've got one more to get you. Number 12, yeah, Spicer, she's in. Second shot was up and good. Ball knocked away by Greenwood. Fight for it on the ground. Recovered by Garcia, and we get a timeout called
Cyclones.
by the Cyclones. And I think that's going to be a 30-second timeout. So we've seen some new faces come in off the bench for Coach Castleman here in the fourth period with Greenwood up 74-35. The 39-point lead. And the buzzer just went off. We got about 5 seconds left. Yeah, we got Piercy, 34 points. Yeah, she is just about single-handedly outscored the Cyclones' entire team here with her 34 points. I don't think we'll see her back in here in the fourth period, but she has been on fire tonight. And not only has she scored 34 points, I think she's got about 4 assists as well. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. They're in the far right-hand corner trying to get it across the lane, across the court, and there they do. Ball's over to Walls. She makes a three-pointer, and that's her first points of the game, and she gets her first three-pointer of the game as well. Ball into Fox. Fox into Dolan. Up to Spicer. It gets knocked out of the air by a Lady Cyclone. Here comes the Cyclones. Long pass down court, trying to get it to Keister for the layup, and just out of her reach. And I'm going to try to get all these Greenwood girls' names in my head, because I've got a bunch of new numbers. Here comes Greenwood. Ball in the corner over to Spicer. Spicer gets it back. Knocked down in the air there by Garcia. Zurich recovered it. Kicks it over to Spicer. She misses that three-pointer. And here comes the Cyclones. Shot for three by Walls, and it's up and good. Here comes Greenwood. Fox with the ball over to Zurich. Now up top to Dolan. There's a fight for it. Knocked down in Dolan's hands. Could have been a foul. Over the outstretched hands of Zurich. And there's 2 points. Keister. Yep. Knocked down by the Lady Cyclones. Stroud. She's got in the passing lane. Knocked that down out of the air as Zurich is to inbounds. Dolan for three, just off the side of the iron, no good. Here comes the Lady Cyclones. Ball in the far right-hand corner to Stroud. Stroud for three, off the back of the iron. Rebound, Fox. Fox working hard. Ball's knocked out of her hands by the Cyclone girl. That was Garcia coming up to play a tough defense from behind, as she was able to reach in, knock it out of bounds. Here comes Greenwood. Ball's going to be coming in from the far right-hand corner. Inbounded by Zurich, number 15. Inbounds play. Long pass up top to Taylor. Taylor back over. Gets the ball in the left side to Zurich. Good for three.
Three-point basket made by number 12, Trinity
Sorry, that was Spicer. That was Spicer on the far side for three. And that's that's 9 points tonight for Spicer. Lady Cyclones right in front of their own bench. Inbound it to Garcia. Tough defense as Greenwood tried to double team right there on the side. Shot up, no good. Rebound knocked out by Greenwood, and it's going to be Lady Cyclones. Got some new numbers in, 25, 30, 34. And I got some numbers that I don't have names for. So we're going to do our best here. Ball in the hands of Greenwood. That was Zuris. Zuris gets it over to 25. And you'll have to excuse me, I don't have a number for 25. And Taylor's going to come back in as Fox comes out.
Into the Cyclones, Mackenzie Young.
Here comes the Lady Cyclones, 77-43. Back up top to Hervey, number 13. Oh. Here comes. I'll take a picture. Here comes Greenwood. Greenwood with the ball across the half-court line. Ball into Van Laar. Maisie Van Laar. That was shot by, looks like 24 Taylor with those 2 points. Three-point shot good by the Lady Cyclones. And here comes Greenwood. Down in the corner to 34. Ball kicked down and bounds under the basket. The Lady Cyclones, and it's going to be the Greenwood ball. Ball inbounded in the far corner to Taylor. Taylor for three. Shot up, no good. Tied up. And that possession, nope, foul called on 25.
Personal foul by number 25, Skylar Monk, her first personal.
30 seconds left here in the game. Lady Cyclones with the ball. That was Young trying to drive into the lane. Garner under the basket on the baseline. Inbound by the Lady Cyclones. She's looking for a cutter. She finds Farr way outside for three. Here comes Greenwood with the ball. Less than 10 seconds left. 25 of Greenwood. Cross-court pass over to Taylor. Taylor looks back and finds Van Laar for the last shot of the game, and that's their score, 79-46. Greenwood with the big win tonight over the Lady Cyclones. We're going to keep staying it right here. Try to give you some basic unofficial stats. As I said earlier, Kyla Piercy, she had 34 points tonight, so her alone gave the Lady Cyclones a good run for their money. Piper Pitts, she ended the game with
a special thank you for our
4 points.
For our military T-shirts.
Rose also
Farco Construction,
into the game with 2 points.
And a Better Way Realty, who is also serving
about 3
in the concession
assists.
stand tonight. Also, tonight
Izzy Smith had a good game with 14 points. Journey Clements getting a good start tonight. She didn't come off the bench like normal. She had a total of 11 points tonight. So good game. And then we had some other contributors off the bench.
Thank you for your service to our country.
Haley Fox, she contributed 6 points tonight, as well as Spicer, number 12. She had a total of 9 points tonight. So good game for a lot of girls that got in off the bench. Got some good playing time for Coach Castleman as they had a really good run. We will stay here. The Lady Bulldogs will play again next Friday, January 24th, as Siloam Springs will come down for a home game. They're in the friendly confines of HB Stewart Arena. We will be back here shortly for the boys' game. This is Bulldog basketball.